Okay, to do this question we need to work out the area of the large rectangle, which is 4 times 5, and then take away the space in the middle that's been cut out, which is 3 times 2. So we've got 20, and we've got to subtract 6, which leaves us 14. Okay, for substitution, we've got to do 3 times A, which is 3 times 4, and then we've got to do A times C, so we've got to add on A times C, which is 4 times minus 5. So 3 4s are 12. 4 times minus 5 is minus 20. So 12 minus 20 is minus 8. So £6.79 times 28. Set it out like this, and it's a long multiplication question. I'll ignore the decimal point until the end. So 9 8s are 72, 2 8s are 16, and 7 is 23. 6 8s are 48, and 2 is 50. Okay, so then it's 6, we put a 0 here as we're doing tens, so 6 20s, so 9 2s are 18, shall I say? That's the 9 2s. 7 2s are 14, and 1 is 15. Carry the 1. 6 2s are 12, and 12 and 1 is 13. So we add together, 2 and 0 is 0, 3 and 8 is 11, 0 to 5 and 1 is 6, 5 and 3 is 8 and 1. It's 186, and we put a decimal point 2 places in, because it was 2 places in here. So the answer is £186, 10 pence. The college wants to buy 570 calculators. They're sold in boxes of 50. So 570 divided by 50. Now, we won't be able to give this answer in decimal points of boxes because they just come in whole numbers. So I know that 5, I'm going to do 5 into 57 now. So 5 into 57, as I've cancelled my noughts. 5s into 5 go once. 5s into 7 go once again, with a remainder of 2. Put the 2 there on the naught, and 5s into 20. So it would be 11.4, but you can't have a 0.4 of a box, so you have to go up to 12 boxes. That's the answer to that one. So I'm asked to increase 570 by 10%. So 570, 10% of 570 is 57. I'm increasing my starting amount of 570 by 57, so I add 57 to that, and I get 627. So 627 then is 570 increased by 10%. So for this one, start off by looking at the front elevation and try and sort of draw the front elevation sort of on its side. You can see that it's 3 high and 3 long. It's got these sort of steps in it, and there's sort of 3 steps. And then you can see the width is only 1, so come across by 1, and that will do. You can, if you want, extend these down and show that this matches. So that front elevation is that part there. Now let's have a look at the side elevation. That would be the rear view. Yes, that would be looking at it in the plan. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now here's a sketch of a different 3D shape. Shape's a cylinder with a top on. So we've got to sketch the front elevation of this shape. So if you're looking straight at it, the base part is going to be like a square or a rectangle, and then it's just going to go up to the point there. That'll be your answer there. So plotting 20 against 50, so 20 against 50, it's like an XY coordinate, so 20, 50, so come to 20 and go up to 50. So first bit, 20, 50, and then we've got 20, 35 for the paper 2. So student A's, in fact I've made a mistake here, so let's just correct that. So the this is wrong. I've got to my paper 1 versus my paper 2, so in fact this bit here was wrong, and it's 2020. So 2020 is there, abouts, and then we have to plot 50 with 35, so 50 with 35 is there. So I'll mark these in 20, 20 and 20, 35. Okay, now with that we can then, the next bit we can do is describe it actually asks us to describe the correlation. Well, the correlation is sort of going that way, so it's positive correlation. We'll squeeze that all in. There we are. Now if we have a mark of 30 on paper 2, we come across to where I've drawn the line and come down, and it looks like we'll get a paper 1 mark would have been 40. So we can put the 40 here. Remember we got the answer from the previous page. Right, if we go to question 6 then. This rule is used to work out the cost in pounds of buying time on a satellite link. Add 3 to the number of hours time and multiply by 1,000. So I've got to write this formula time. The cost of buying is C. So I have to add 3 to the number of hours I've bought, so it's n plus 3. And then I've got to multiply that by 1,000. Now that's okay. So it would have been okay to have written this and put 1,000 first, times n plus 3. And there's a number of equivalences. All of these are correct. I probably would have gone for that one myself, and that gives you some more marks. Right, so if we look at this question, I've done the factorising. I've actually done the work before I've done the recording, so we'll just talk you through this. So take the p out as a, p times p squared is p cubed, p minus 3p, it will give you minus 3p squared. Factorising y squared plus 5y, you've got a y in each term. Take the y out, and that would leave, you need a y plus 5 in the brackets, so when you expand it, you get y squared plus 5y. Factorise completely, 2x squared plus 6xy, so 2x times, so you've got 2 in both terms, 2 goes into 2 and 6, and your x goes into x squared and x. So 2x comes out, and you need x plus 3y on the inside. Solving the quadratic, you've got the number 15, so you look at the factors of 15, there's only 1 and 15, and 3 and 5, and if you want a difference of 2, you're going to need 5 and 3. It's a negative difference, so you need negative on the larger number, and 3 and plus on the smaller number, which is 3, and then if x subtract 5 times x plus 3 equals 0, then either x will equal 5, if you made 5x, made x 5, you get 5 times 5 would be 0, and 0 times whatever this is 0, and the same sort of reasoning gives you a minus 3. Okay, on to the questionnaire question. Tony wants to collect information about the amount of homework the students get in his class each week. So I've gone for how much homework do you get a week to the nearest hour. You could have said how many pieces of homework do you get, that would have been fine as well. But you need to specify a time period. Okay, that's the week there. It's very important you put that in. It could be, you can put a day or a month, and then you must make sure that your response boxes don't overlap. I was just finishing that off. There. Obviously, if you didn't get any homework, or if you've got more than 7, every possibility is taken care in the way the question's been organised. Okay, question 9. Work out the volume of this triangular prism. So we need to work out the volume of the cross section first, and then we multiply it by the length of the consistency. Okay, so that the volume will equal that triangle times the length, and the length is 11. Now the area is going to be 4 times 3 over 2, which is 6. So the volume will be 6 times 11, which is 66 centimetres cubed. So the first task here is to reflect the triangle B in the line y equals 2. So this is the line y equals 2. Every y coordinate is 2 there. So So if I reflect this shape, it's going to be there, there, and there. It's a bit rough, but I think you can see. Just tidy that up a little bit. That's the reflection, and then describe fully the single transformation that will map B onto triangle A. Well, B and A, they look like they're reflections through this line here. I'll just draw that again because it's gone slightly off. Let's try and draw you again. So we go there, there. Okay, so that is the line where the x and y coordinates are the same. So it's a reflect. Let's get rid of these mistakes. The iPad's not liking this very much, but we'll try again. So it's a reflection in y equals x axis. Okay, so it's a reflection in the y equals x axis. You can kind of see that. Join a couple of points up together. And so reflect in y equals x. Okay, so my next question, just about see this, is solve 9, I'll put it over here, 9 minus 2x, question 11, 9 minus 2x equals 3 lots of x plus 2. So, 9 minus 2x equals 3x plus 6. So if we bring my 6 over to this side, I get 9 minus 6 equals 3x plus 2x. 3 equals 5x. So x equals 3 over 5. That's the answer to our first part there. Then I've got to write down all the possible values if minus 3 is less than or equal to y is less than 2. So the possible values of y then, I'm allowed to be equal to minus 3, go up in integer values, which is whole numbers, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and 1. I'm not allowed to be equal to 2 because there's no equals line. So that's my answer there. So 1 2/5 plus 2 3/7. So 1 2/5 equals 5 ones plus 2 equals 7 over 5, and 2 3/7. 2 7s are 14 and 3 is 17 over 7. So we've got to add together 7 over 5 plus 17 over 7. Now I like to use the cross multiplying method. So 7 7s are 49, plus 17 times 5 is 85, all over 35. Now, so 49 and 85, that's 134 over 35. So 35 into 134. Well, 35 times 3 is 105. So write that down there. 35 times 3 equals 105. So I have got 3 with a remainder. 105 to 134 is 19. So 3 and 19 35ths is the answer, providing I've made no mistakes. I'm just going to double check. Right, so everything seems okay. 7 7s are 49, 5 17s, definitely 85. That's definitely 134. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, 2/5 times 3/7, that's a bit easier. 2/5 times 3/7 equals 6 over 35. Okay, best thing here is to separate the two triangles. So we've got 4.5, we've got 6, we've got 4.8 on the small one. Then on the larger one, we've got 10 down this side, and that's all we know to start with. Okay, so we know that going from small to large, let's check again. We've got to find this base length here. So this base length, the large triangle is 10 over 6 times bigger. So the length we're missing, we need 4.8 times 10 divided by 6. Okay, now had this been, say, 12, you'd have done 12 divided by 6. You said it's twice as large and just multiplied by 4.8. So, alright, it doesn't go in whole numbers, but 10 over 6 times 4.8, we can divide the 6 into the 4.8. 6 eighths are 48, so you're going to get 0.8 here if you do 6 into 4.8. And 0.8 times 10 equals 8, and that's 2 marks. Now, we have a table here that shows some expressions. A, B, C, D represent lengths, pi and 3 are numbers, and we have to, I think, I can just check this. Right, you're being really stupid. So we're looking at areas then. So we're looking for 2 dimensions. So A times A is 2-dimensional. We've got 4 dimensions on the top, A and B cubed, and only 1 dimension on the bottom. That would be volume, so we don't want that. Pi times BC, that's area. AC plus BD is also area. So these are all okay. A plus B would be a length, and length times pi is just a length. This one would be a volume, because we've got a cubed, and then we've got BC squared that would also be volume. So I've given you the 3 answers there. Okay, probability question, and to find out green, we know that red, yellow, blue and green will come to 1. Yellow and blue is 0.5, so 0.5 plus 2x will equal 1. Okay, so the x therefore must be 2.5. And so we expect a quarter of the spinners would be green. So if we're doing it 400 times a quarter gives you 100. And that's your answer there. Okay, so first of all we'll put in the tangents, we know these. And then we know that would be 50. And we know that these would be 40 here and here. And we've got our angle at the centre is 100, so this would make the angle here 50. Shh! So we'll now see what we can do. So, work out the size of angle BPO. BPO, well that's going to be 40. Okay, and the answer to that is that OBP is 90. It's the tangent. Second part of the question, work out the angle ACB. ACB. Okay, the angle there you can see I put in is 50, which probably is not correct actually. Let's have a look at that again. No, it is correct. So the angle is 50. Angle at the edge, angle at the centre, double angle at the edge of the same arc. Of the same arc. Okay, that's that one. Missing probabilities. 1/4, 1/3, 2/3, 1/3. Work out probably that Amy will win exactly 1 game. So this would either be 3/4 times 1/3, or it can be 1/4 times 2/3. So that's 3/12 plus 2/12, which is 5/12. Right, 5/6 as a decimal. It would help if you knew this, but it's 0.83 recurring. You could have done 6 into 50 to work that out. 6 into 50, well, 6 into 50 goes 8, and you have a 2 remainder on the 20. 6 into 20 goes 3 times. What am I doing here? Should have been 6 into 5. So let's just rub that out. Start it again. 6 into 5. Do it like that. So 6 into 5 doesn't go. 6 into 50 goes 8 times. 2 over goes in 3 times, and you get 2 over every time. Gives you 0.833. So to show you that 0.36 equals 4/11ths, we'll do it like this. So we'll write out 100. Okay, 100x would be 100 times 0.36. So that's going to be 36.36 recurring. Now x is going to be what it was already. We've been told it equals 0.36 recurring. So if we do a subtraction, we're going to get 99x equals 36. And that eliminates this part. And that's the technique you have to use. Why did I choose 100? Well, the reoccurring was over 2 numbers. If it had been over 3 numbers, I'd have chosen 1,000, and that would have eliminated it. It's a neat little technique. So x will equal 36 over 99, and if you cancel that down, it will come to what you're told, 4 over 11 divided by 9. Right, next question then. We're told that y is inversely proportional to something I can barely read, to r. Alright, p is inversely proportional to r. So p equals k over r. And you need to know that from the sentence here. P is inversely proportional. And I rubbed that out because I've rubbed out some information there. So when p is 7, r is 12. Okay, so when p is 7, r is 12. So we can find out k, because k will simply be, alright, k will be p times r. So p times r equals k. 7 12s are 84. So we've got our k is 84. So we now know that p equals 84 over r. Now it says work out the value of p when r equals 3. So if r equals 3, p will equal 84 divided by 3. So 3 into 84. 3's into 8 go 2 remainder. 3's into 24 go 8. So the answer is 28. Second part of the question, find the value of r when p is 24. Okay, so 24, try and separate this bit for you here. 24p then equals 84 over r. So r will equal 84 over 24. Now 4's going to 84 21 times, so we've got 21 over 6, which is 3.5. So first part, 81 to the naught, nice and easy, equals 1. Anything to the power naught equals 1. Right, 81 to the 3 over 2, well let's do the square root first. So we separate it like that. So the square root of 81 is 9, so we're left with 9 cubed, which is 27 times 9. Alright, just make that clear, 9 cubed is 9 times 9 times 9. So in actual fact I've made a mistake. It's going to be 81 times 9. So 1 9 is 9, 8 9s are 72. Nice and easy, the answer is 729. Question 21, I'm on now. 800 pupils at the school. Inspector's carrying out a survey. Takes a sample stratified by year group and gender. Takes 50 of 800. Calculate the number of year 9 boys. Well, we're going to do 74, because there's 74, not 76 should I say. 76 out of a total of 800 times 50. It's 50 in the sample. So we can cross a naught off here and a naught off there. So we've got 76 over 80 times 5. So into 76, let's see what we can divide into, cancel this down. 76 over 80 is going to be 38. Just write this down, 38 over 40. It's going to be 19 over 20. So we've got 19 over 20 times 5. 5 goes into 20 4 times. You've got 19 over 4. 4 is going to 19 4.75 times, 4 3/4. You have to round it up to the answer you're looking for, is 5 boys. So then we're looking at finding the vector px in terms of a and b. It's a parallelogram, and we know that x is halfway between O and Q. So yes, it's a parallelogram. This will be, I'll move that in, actually, this will be 2a. Come on, pen. So this is 2a and this is 2b, because of the properties of the parallelogram. So x is going to be halfway between 2a plus 2b. So it's going to be a half of 2a plus 2b, which is going to simply be a plus b. Prove that that x is the midpoint of OQ. OQ, well, OQ equals 2a plus 2b, and OX equals a plus b, hence the midpoint. Now, I might have done something wrong in the other question. It said p to x. Yes, p to x, and I have not got my p in the right place. So this bit is O to x. P to O is minus 2a. So this, therefore, px is minus 2a plus a, will be b minus a. And that's because minus 2a plus a gives you minus b. So minus a. Okay.